As a cop, I believe knowing your rights is important, but misunderstanding them can make things much worse.
You went and entered his car, his work vehicle.
I just
you
shut
turned
the
it
thing
off.
off.
It's a crime.
First, we'll see this lady who's in for a shock when she discovers that she's not above the law.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Yes, ma'am.
Wait, he's the victim? This is like a nightmare right now.
Then this woman escalates a simple citation, believing she doesn't have to listen to what the cops have to say.
I'm not required
Listen to me. Listen to me.
No, sir.
I don't know if you learn your rights.
Nah,
from,
you're dirty.
I don't know if you learned it from like TikTok or something.
But first, the cops were called when this woman claims she was punched in the face by a sanitation worker.
Hello, all right, who's involved? Who called? You called?
I called up this gentleman right
What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing, Zach?
Are you hurt?
No, not really.
Did you witness this? No. Anybody around? Just you and him? All right. So what's going on, man?
I live upstairs and I'm trying to work. I had a phone call coming and this noise just keeps going and going and going. So I just was on the balcony and I was like, excuse me, like can you make that noise stop? Because he wasn't in the vehicle, it wasn't moving or anything. Like, can you just make the noise stop? Like I have to get on this phone call. People live up here. And he just dismissed me. So I came down and I was like, can you please make this noise stop? And he's like, get the out of here. And I'm like, oh, I'll get the out of here. So I come around to the side. I didn't get in the vehicle, but it was slightly open. So I just stepped up and I shut it off one notch.
Wow, this is entitlement on another level. Insane.
He pulled me by my arm down, and he held on to me really tight and like pulled me. And so I pushed him to get off of me, and then he punched me in the face.
Okay. You have your ID or anything like that?
Doesn't look like you've been punched in the face.
All right.
Like that escalated
really quick.
extremely quick.
Can you go ahead and turn around for me really quick? I'm just gonna detain you and put you in handcuffs, okay?
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Turn around, please.
Why? Is this a joke?
No, it's not a joke.
What is happening?
So she doesn't look like she's been punched in the face. She just admitted that she went into this car like that. And even though the door is open, breaking and entering could be at play here. You don't have to break something for breaking and entering. You just have to break the plane of the opening. She went in, she operated the vehicle without permission. Could be another charge. Could be trespassing in the vehicle. She broke a bunch of laws here and she thinks it's just fine. She can't understand this.
Like I said, I'm detaining you right now. You're not under arrest, but I'm just detaining you.
Okay.
Any statement can be and will be used against you in your court of law. Do you understand your rights, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. So
What I don't understand is why I'm in handcuffs right now.
because you're detained, I'm by myself, and you came from your house down here because of a noise from the garbage truck, and you pushed this gentleman. Okay. Hold on. That's what you just told me. So I'm by myself. Hold on. I'm by myself, so I'm detaining you because I'm by myself. Okay. We gotta cause a.
He's the one who punched me in the face.
Listen,
This doesn't make any sense.
All right. I asked you if you were hurt and did you need medics. I don't see any injuries on you, but from what you just told me, okay, you went and entered his car.
You gave it all away, sister.
I
You turned it
off.
Okay. Can you shut the car off from the outside, ma'am?
I was standing on the thing and I pulled. Now I can't do anything, but I just shut it off. I didn't get in the vehicle. I just stepped on the thing and he grabbed me and pulled me down.
Okay.
And
I'll
so
be
I
right
pushed
back.
him
Okay.
off of me.
I'll be right back.
This guy pulled me down off of the truck.
Because you got in his truck.
I didn't get in it. All I did was shut the one thing off.
You're just not going to accept the consequences of your actions, huh?
Is he gonna have any consequences?
He's protecting his truck. It's his property. Okay, well, he's finding that out. I just don't see what did you think was going to happen.
All I know is what happened was I shut off the truck and I go back in my house and get on my
What gives you that right? What gives you that right? I'm just curious.
Tell us.
What you think gives you the right?
I'm not an entitled person.
It sounds like it.
Beg to differ. Entitlement level 11.
It sounds a little bit like it.
Wow.
For you to reach into someone's truck, that's asinine, in my opinion.
Bonkers.
It's a crime.
I didn't even get in the truck. I didn't vandalize it. I shut it off.
Trespassing, at least.
I live here.
You reached in his truck.
I didn't get in it.
You reached in it.
So?
Trespassing.
No.
Okay, we'll find out.
I grabbed her, pulled her down, so you can pull the business truck it off.
Okay.
And she hit her stuff in the mouth, and so you just punched me.
Okay.
Really, lady?
At any point did you hit her? Okay. So let me ask you this: did she put any hands on you?
He's trying to do his job.
She pushed me.
She pushed you. How did she push you? In the chest?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you hurt at all?
No.
All right. So, ma'am, you're gonna be placed under arrest today for simple battery.
Are you kidding me?
No, ma'am.
He punched me in the face, and I'm the one that's going to jail. I've got my 2 dogs upstairs. I have to pee. I have to call work. This is insane to me right now, and nothing's happened. He's a grown man who punched a woman in the face.
Like I told you earlier, I still don't understand what you. Why you think? Hold on a second. I don't understand why you think you have the right to go into someone else's property.
I didn't go into it. I just shut it off 1 notch to shut the noise
You're
off.
lucky. I'll be honest with you. You're lucky you're not going to jail for stealing a vehicle, because technically.
Joking me?
No.
How has this lady made it this far? This is crazy. You live in a city or a big town, you live in a condo or apartment, there's noise all day long. Ordinances allow for noise during daytime, construction noise, trash trucks, lawn mowing, leaf blowers. We all know that. It's kind of part of the social contract. You kind of have to just put up with it.
Not me, Steve. I am 1 in a trillion.
You're not special, and you don't get to go out and go into people's vehicles.
That is so extra.
Well, so listen, so I know it's a lot going on, but I need you to calm down.
My dog's upstairs
All right.
like that.
Okay,
No, I
so-
cannot calm down. He punched me in the face.
Hold on. If that was a police car and we had sirens on there, would you come down there and do the same thing you did to that car?
Not a police car. I'm not an idiot.
Okay. Well, I'm just letting you know, when you trespassed inside the work vehicle.
Go in it. My arm was in it at the most.
Okay.
I was still on this bottom rung.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you right
Just
now.
keeps
based
admitting
on-
it.
Are you laughing with him? He punched me in the face.
I'm sorry, excuse me.
He punched me in the face, and you're over there laughing with him. And
You don't know
nothing's
what I
gonna
was
happen?
doing. I'm sorry, where are your shoes?
Well, they're upstairs. I live here.
Okay.
I'm sorry, where are your shoes?
Yes,
She has a
nobody
couple of
does.
dogs or something up there.
He punched me in the face.
You're missing everything before
No,
that.
you're missing the punch in the face. I've never been
No.
punched in the
Hold on,
face
hold
in
on.
my
Wait,
life.
Wait, the very first crime that was committed was you entering his
I
truck.
didn't enter his truck. My arm went in the truck, and I shut the notch off. One thing, I was coming out
Oh,
of the
boy.
truck. I never went.
She's not going to
in.
get it.
To turn off a vehicle.
Yeah, what's up? What's
I gotta go finish tying this down,
okay?
but when I do it, I'm gonna make a lot of noise. That's what I can figure out.
That's too bad. You can do your job.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Guy's paranoid about the noise now.
A victim's right pamphlet, so I can go ahead and give you home, have him sign it, and yeah, you're back.
Wait, he's the victim?
Yeah.
Are you guys serious? This is like a nightmare right now. He punched me. in the
Created
face.
by
I don't
you.
understand what you guys don't understand about that. I called the cops on him.
I know, but there is no logical reason for you to leave your residence and do what you did today. That's what happened, and that's why we're in this situation.
Logical, because I couldn't stand the noise and I had to get on a phone call at 2:30. When he pulled me off of the stairs, like he was holding on to me. He didn't just pull me. He was grabbing my arm and didn't let go. Pulled me down, and
As you do,
had his
someone
hand still on
breaks
me.
into your
I got
car.
off of me, and I pushed him in the chest, and that's when he punched me in the face. And I wasn't even in the vehicle. I turned the key. That was it. It's like the smallest thing that
How can you
do.
turn the key without getting in the vehicle is what I'm asking.
Because there's 2 stairs on there, and I just reached my hand in. I didn't have to
That
get
means
up
you
and
went
sit
in the
there.
vehicle.
My hand did, yeah, absolutely.
It's not that you went in there to take something or commit another crime, but you weren't supposed to be in there. You had no permission to be in that vehicle. That's trespassing in a vehicle. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but I just don't see it that way, and I think it's really. And you can shake your head, and that's
Florida
fine.
state statute says it. I mean, you don't have to see it that way, but that's how it is. And you don't seem
Right.
to understand it, but we're telling you how it is, and
I
that's
understand
what it
you're saying.
is.
I just think it's really dramatic.
Take it up with the governor. Then I don't know what to tell you. It's Florida state statute. You're not going to change it. Your
Yeah, but you
opinion's
guys
not going to
don't have
change it.
detain me and
Absolutely,
arrest me
it's
for
our job.
him punching me in the face.
It's our job. What you committed, it's a theft of a vehicle. You deprived him.
Theft?
Hold on a second.
No, I
Hold
don't
on a
even want to
second.
hear
You
you.
deprived
I'm
him of his
sorry,
truck.
respectfully,
It's a
as
grand theft.
policeman,
It might.
You're being a real jerk.
No, I'm
Yes,
not.
you
I'm
are.
just holding you
You're
accountable
being
to your
nice.
actions.
No, you're
I'm
being a
holding you
jerk.
accountable to your
You're
actions.
saying I thefted a car.
Yes,
Do you hear yourself?
Technically, yeah.
Do you hear
But
yourself?
I know.
So we all know you could charge her with that or a slew of things I mentioned. They're probably going to go nowhere in court because a lot of those laws require some kind of intent for a crime. They're going to charge her a bunch, but I doubt she gets any penalty.
I am shocked. Shocked.
Wow.
I know. I've been doing
Please
this job
don't
a long
talk to
time.
me. Please
Oh,
don't
I'd
even
gladly
talk
not
to me.
talk. There's
Now,
no big deal for
listen.
me.
Listen,
at
I
this
respect
point-
the cops. I do,
no,
but
but
that's
at this
ridiculous.
point, is there any possible way that we can at least put this to the side for a quick second, just to see maybe you can get somebody to watch the dogs?
Probably get her on the trespass. I'm guessing. We'll get back to Gina's charges in just a moment, but first, officers stopped this woman for rolling through a stop sign, and she's going to fight them every step of the way.
Hi, how can I help you?
How's it going? Deputy Penske, the sheriff's office. I'm just stopping you for the stop sign there at Walnut. You just kind of rolled straight through it, okay? I don't want nobody to get hit. People ride bikes and stuff through here, okay?
Not a big deal, right?
Stop sign?
Yeah, like pretty blatantly.
Okay, I don't recall doing that at all.
That's fine. I watched you do it. You have your license, registration, and insurance?
Yeah, I do.
I already got a little
I'll show you
tuned.
my license. I don't ever let anyone hold it.
Well, I need it, so.
What?
I'm required to show it to you.
Okay, I need it so I can go run your information.
There's my information
Okay,
right
give me your driver's. I'm not doing this.
Sir?
Oh boy.
Ma'am.
So you do actually need to surrender it, not just show it.
I'm
Listen-
not
listen to me.
required
Listen to me. Listen to me.
No, sir.
I need
I am not required to
Stay.
give it.
314.
He's already had enough.
Talk to me.
She's refusing to give me her ID, so she doesn't have to give it to me. Yeah, so we'll see how this goes.
Yes, we will.
Want me to talk to you?
Nah, I mean, you try. She's just, I don't know why
That's
she.
fine. I mean, he can look at the information, but
Can you hand me your
no,
documents,
sir.
please?
I don't. Here's my license. Here's my.
Can you hand me your license
I will
as well?
not hand you my license. I am not required to hand
so-
you in your hand
Okay, so
my license.
listen, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen is I'm going to call for a supervisor, and he's going to tell you that you're going to give me your license. Got
No,
it?
no,
Okay.
sir.
And
I
so
won't.
for the time being, because
With
listen
all
to me,
due respect,
listen
sir.
to me, listen to me.
No, sir.
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
sir.
All right,
No,
step out.
sir.
Step out, please.
No, no,
yes,
sir.
Step out.
Excuse me.
Step out, please.
No, sir.
Yes, you are uncooperative. I would like you to exit your vehicle.
Yes, I don't want
Ma'am.
to talk to you.
Okay.
I'll speak to him.
This is my
okay?
traffic stop.
I don't
need you-
care. You don't.
I need you to step out. Yes.
You'll just have to wait a second.
No, I
okay?
don't.
Oh my
It's not on your
goodness.
timing, it's on mine.
No, it's not,
There's
sir.
United States case law, Pennsylvania versus Mims.
I don't care
Listen,
what that
okay,
is.
you're gonna go to jail for resisting if you don't get out of your car.
What am I under arrest for?
314. Can you have a supervisor now?
I don't know why he said he's going to call a supervisor. He said it like right away. Maybe he's just looking to the future here, knowing she's going to ask for one.
Hey, I've seen this one. This is a classic.
Why even bother? Just yank her out and arrest her.
What am I under arrest for?
Just hear me out for a second.
I am.
He's asked you to step out of the vehicle. Whether you agree with it or not, that's a lawful command, okay? So,
What?
if you step out and comply, we can, wrap this up. It probably would even been a warning. He probably wouldn't even give you whatever he pulled you over for.
This is. Can I say something?
Of course, go ahead. I'll hear you
He
out.
asked for my driver's license. I showed it to him. I know for a fact that I'm not required by law to give it to him.
Wrong.
So, where's your driver's license currently?
My driver's license is right here.
Okay.
That's my driver's license. I showed it to him.
Okay.
Because I'm driving a motor vehicle, I'm required to show you my license if you ask for it.
Do you mind if I get that?
But I don't have to give it to you.
Nice
I don't
try.
ever hand anybody original documents in their hand.
Okay. Do you mind if I get your license so I can run you?
There it is right there. I'll show it to you. There's my license right there. There's my name right there.
Okay, so
I'll show it to you, but I don't ever hand it over. I've lost licenses that way, and I don't do that
as soon as you
anymore.
hand it over, I'll give it right back, okay?
Sir, I don't hand.
It's probably just going to be a warning and we'll get you out of here, but you're making this
I'm
more
just
difficult.
saying, I don't hand.
Okay.
I don't hand my
All right,
documents
so
over.
at this point, I'm asking you to step out of the vehicle, okay?
Okay, and I will.
So go ahead and step out
But-
right now at this moment.
So listen.
I'm gonna step out, but you don't have permission
Listen,
to touch
can
anything.
I explain?
Oh
can I
my
explain
goodness.
something to you very fast?
What's that?
So listen, I am very knowledgeable in this. Okay, if you let me talk, I will let you talk. There's
Good luck.
United States case law, Pennsylvania versus Mims. If you are ordered to exit your vehicle on a traffic stop by a law enforcement officer,
I'm
you
gonna
must
exit
do
my
so.
vehicle.
Okay.
But you don't have permission to touch anything in my vehicle. Nothing.
When my supervisor gets here, I'll be getting your driver's license.
No, you won't, sir. It's in my
I'm
vehicle.
going to ask
you
this
don't.
in right
It's like if you prompted AI to create a Karen on a motor vehicle stop, this lady would pop out.
You don't have permission to touch anything in
Is
my
that your-
vehicle.
is that
Go
your
in my
car?
vehicle. Yes, it is.
I just want to start fresh here. I feel like we got off on the back foot. What's your reasoning for not wanting to give your
I
license?
never hand over original documents to anybody. I carry copy. I don't have the copies with me, but I have paper copies of things
Yeah.
that I'll show you, but I will not hand.
Is there a reason?
Yes, because I've lost things that way before.
Okay. You lost them, though, not us, right?
I call BS.
I have lost original documents by handing them over before.
Well, fun fact, you don't really own that license. Driving isn't a right, it's a privilege. That's technically the state's license. You're allowed to possess it until requested by a law enforcement officer legally to surrender it, or it gets taken away for some other reason.
I will not do that
So what's
again.
that in his hand right there? Those not original documents?
No, those are papers. I can get more of those. I have more of those.
But they're original documents.
They're copies.
The DMV didn't personally hand you that piece of paper and say, this is your registration.
Yeah, I think
for your
that,
vehicle.
and that's fine. I can get another one of those, but government issued things
You can
like
also
cards.
get another license.
Yeah,
No,
get another
I won't
license.
do it. No, sir.
No,
I
I
know
won't.
for a fact I'm not required to hand an officer my driver's license. I have to show it to you.
It is bonkers she keeps saying that because clearly she likes to do her own research, and you can just Google right this second and see that you do have to, like pretty much everywhere in the United States.
Do you read case law?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you know the case law for this?
I don't know it off the top of my head, but I can find it quickly.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I know what my rights are.
100%.
I know I don't.
Yeah, I know your
Yeah,
rights too. I'm certified in the
Good.
state of Florida as an
That's
LEO
great.
officer. I know rights. I know case law. I know everything.
That's
You know what I mean?
excellent because right now
So I just don't understand.
he's violating my rights right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Explain to me how.
First of all, he lied to me saying that I have to hand my license over. No, I don't. I don't have to give it to him in his hand. He wants to get
I didn't
mad
ask for your
that
opinion. I asked how your rights are being violated.
Cite
I
your
just
sources.
told you it's not an opinion. It's a fact. But it's okay.
Okay. I'm sorry you feel that way about how whatever you got going on with your original documents, but that's unfortunately not how it goes.
I know what the law is.
Okay.
It is unfortunate.
I know I don't have
A lot of
hand my
people
license
do
over.
think they know the law, and
I
I'm
have to show it. You want to run it? There's the information on my driver's license right there.
Right.
Type it in your computer, run it.
So I still haven't heard anything that would violate your rights.
He wants to keep the sparring
I'm still
match
not tracking
going.
on that aspect. He's saying he has to get your license, right? Is he in possession of your license?
No, but he's threatening me with arrest if I don't hand it to him.
Well, that's not what the arrest threat was for, and he didn't make any threats. He stated that you would be arrested if you didn't step out of the vehicle.
This is all caught on your body cam,
100%.
so it'll get sorted out.
We are experiencing two different realities here. That's the only way to explain this. Just two different realities.
You would have been arrested if you didn't step out of the vehicle, is what he said.
Okay, well, I'm here right now.
Right, so here we are. You're here. Your rights have not been violated. He doesn't have your license.
You can say that for the camera, but whatever. We'll deal with it in court if we have to. I'm good with it.
100%.
Oh, you can hire an attorney and he will take your money, but it's not going to help you.
What are we waiting for here?
You've been detained for the duration of the stop.
Okay,
So
yes.
my partner's done conducting his business. You're not free to leave. That's what we're
Okay,
waiting
so
for.
I'm detained, and you can only detain me for like 20 minutes unless you're going to arrest me.
She's full of facts.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're about 15 minutes into
I'm
it.
assuming you know that case law too, right?
I don't have to answer that. I'm not going to answer that.
Can you turn around and place your hands behind your back, please?
What am I being arrested
There you go.
Arrest for resisting.
Resisting.
Yes,
what?
ma'am.
What am I charged with?
Resisting, ma'am. Obstruction
it?
of law enforcement. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so she's gotten what she wanted. I have to believe this is the outcome she wanted. There's no other explanation. She wanted to be arrested and she wanted the attention, I guess.
So what's my original charge?
I just
'Cause
told you, resisting
if I'm-
obstruction.
If I'm resisting, then I have to be charged with, I have to be arrested for something, and I was resisting.
I don't know who educated you, but that is not even close to correct. Do you have anything on you, any weapons or anything like that?
No.
Okay. We're going to tow your vehicle.
How was I resisting?
I gave you multiple lawful commands to exit your vehicle.
And I did.
But can I finish a sentence ever?
Go ahead.
I gave you
Nope.
multiple lawful commands to provide me your driver's license and exit your vehicle, in which you told me no numerous times.
I said
That's not how
no
it-
to my driver's license. I exited
You
the
can explain
vehicle.
your report. I tried to make that easy.
It can be confusing if you're Googling this stuff and reading the summaries because resisting does mean slightly different things in different states. Some states, it means you actually are physically pulling away, resisting being arrested. In other places, like here, resisting can just be like resisting the lawful orders of a police officer, like to hand him your license. So if you're Googling like she is, you're going to get information that might not be applicable to where you live.
I'd like to roll up the window to my vehicle.
We're towing it, so we're going to be doing an inventory search to make sure there's nothing valuable inside before the tow truck driver gets here.
Okay, well they cannot search my vehicle
It's
without my
listen,
permission.
we don't need your permission because we're towing it and you are placed. Can I speak? Because you are under arrest and we are towing your vehicle, per our policy, we are required to conduct an inventory search of your vehicle to make sure there's nothing of value in there that the tow truck or wherever can ultimately become missing or stolen later. That's why we are required to do an inventory search. So,
Would you like any belongings to take to the jail? That's going to be the last time I ask. I'm trying to be nice.
you want your phone, your wallet?
Yeah, I'll take my whole purse. I'll take. Actually, you know what? Who's gonna do the search in my vehicle? Excuse me, officer.
A lot of places now around the country have dropped the inventory search terminology. The sheets will just say like motor vehicle tow form, motor vehicle inventory. They kind of dropped the search part because it implies certain things, and that's kind of what's setting this lady off.
Excuse me, officer. Get out of my vehicle, please. Excuse me, officer. Get out of my vehicle, please.
All right, so you're going to get your purse and your phone.
Actually leave it in my vehicle. Put my stuff back. You don't have permission to go in my vehicle.
She doesn't want to take
Put my stuff back.
Okay. If they find anything on your person,
I already know that. I know that. Okay.
Listen,
She knows it all,
real
bro.
quick, I'm gonna
Just
pat
chill.
you down with the back of my hand to prevent any type of groping or anything like that, okay?
There's
Just
supposed
make
to be
sure.
a female officer
We
here
do
for
not
that.
have one anywhere near here. So that's why I am going to pat you with the back of my hand to make sure you have nothing on you sharp. That's all it is. I'm not going into you. Clearly don't have
You guys are really crooked and corrupt.
No, it's knowledgeable.
No.
Thank
No.
you. It's
No.
okay. It's okay
So
to not
corrupt.
have knowledge in a certain area. That's why we try to
You know
educate.
nothing about me.
You're right.
Nothing at
I know.
all.
You know everything. Go ahead and hop in.
They need to get out of my vehicle. I have said on your body
Okay,
cam
can you
multiple
turn your
times.
face so I can grab your
They
glasses?
do not have permission
Okay.
to get in my vehicle.
All right. Well, you're going to the Green Roof Inn instead.
I don't.
Bye-bye.
I hope you didn't turn that camera off. I hope that you're watching it. I hope that all of that's on.
Everybody's going to be watching it, sister.
This is the most corrupted sheriff's office and officers I have ever encountered in my entire life. It's absolutely disgusting. You're absolute crooks. You're disgusting. This is all going to court. Every single bit of it.
Well, that's true.
You people are dirty as
I don't know if you learned your rights.
Nah,
from, like,
you're dirty as
I don't know if you learned it from like TikTok or something, but that's
With all due respect,
Probably.
I have family members in this agency. You people are dirty as
all right.
What's that say about your family?
okay?
I'm gonna
No.
close this.
Go ahead, close it. I don't want to see your ugly face.
Well, that was nasty.
That's a freaking bogus ass charge, and you know it.
You did it, not me.
No, I didn't do anything. I got out of the vehicle.
You're right.
I got out of the damn
You're right. That's the
vehicle.
only answer.
I don't have to give you my license.
All right.
I'm not gonna give it to you.
Have you been arrested before?
I'm not answing any of your questions. I invoke
Oh,
my
I bet
Fifth
she
Amendment
has.
right to remain silent. I want a
I
lawyer.
know that one. That's good.
Low down, dirty, lying sacks of shit. All of you.
All right.
Right.
Damn.
And I think you know it. I don't know how you sleep at night, but you're gonna pay for everything. All of your misdeeds in this life, you're gonna pay for all of them.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
Sick as
Don't commit crimes.
you. I didn't commit a crime. You're the one that's committing a crime.
Yeah, you're right.
Is that all you got?
No, that's all you want to.
Sick.
That's what you want to hear. You're
That's
right.
all you're.
Yeah,
You
he's
are
right.
sick.
You're right.
He's
You're
right.
sick as telling me not to commit crimes. I'm a law-abiding citizen. You are a dirty, crooked, corrupted cop.
I know you're right.
That is what you are.
You're right.
I know damn well I am.
Ooh, you're getting to her.
And laugh about it. She has quite the attitude. So do you. I remember you from last time.
Oh, so she's been here before. You know how big this place probably is? How many people work at this jail? She's running into the same people, so this seems like a common occurrence for her. Our know-it-all driver was charged with obstructing without violence. She posted a $500 bond, but no further records are available, likely meaning her case was not pursued. It looks like Gina was charged with trespassing, structure or conveyance, and also battery, but I can't find any record of her court appearance. Thank you for joining me on this video. Please like, subscribe, comment below, let me know what you think, and don't forget, hit that bell notification so you know when the latest video has dropped. And if you like police war stories, check out the Things Police See podcast, where I sit down with the men and women of law enforcement for about an hour and get their most intense, bizarre, and sometimes humorous moments on the job. Available everywhere you get podcasts, and a link to the YouTube channel is in the show notes. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time.